some questions. Let's look at a few questions here. Okay, each point on the graph and equation represents, okay, see if you can figure out what that represents. Okay, the correct answer to that is a solution of the equation, because it's not just the output. Output is just y. The point on the graph is an x and a y, which is a solution to the equation. It's not two solutions. We don't have two different solutions. It's just one. And it's not the picture of the whole equation. One point does not make the picture of a whole equation. You have to get more than that. Okay, so for the next one, it says blank is usually displayed on the vertical axis. Okay, so give you a couple seconds to look at those. Pause if you need to. Okay, the actual thing they're looking for here is the output variable, because usually the input is always put on the horizontal and the output is always put on the vertical axis. This is usually what we call the independent variable. We'll talk about that more as we go through things. This is usually called the dependent variable. This is usually the x, and the output variable is usually the y. Okay, next one. Give the coordinates of this point. Okay, again, if you need to hit pause to take some time to do it, that would be great. Okay, let's see. This point here, if I look over across on my x value, my horizontal first has a value of 2 horizontally. And then if I go up, it has a vertical value of 6. And so it's always the horizontal value and then the vertical value. So my point is 2, 6, because horizontally it was this, vertically it was that, and so that's the answer that we want. The tick marks on the axis of a graph must be, okay, they do not need to be whole numbers. We've seen that. We use the 0.25 and 0.5. We also said they don't need to be the same on both axes. We said they need to be intervals. They do need to be intervals of equal length. They don't have to be the exact same values as the table values, because you can put them in between. Makes it easier if you have some of the same values as the table values, I'll just tell you that. But really what we want to know is that the intervals have to be of equal length, and as long as you keep x of equal length and y of equal length, you're okay. Okay, it's now time for you to go ahead and go on to the activities for this section and work through those.